I smiled through every thunderstorm. Said I'm fine with a voice so warm. Built my mask with silent pain. No one knew I walked through rain. Behind the jokes, behind the light, I wrestled demons every night. I stood so tall so none would see the war that raged inside of me. But every scar I wore alone, each cry I buried in the tone of lullabies I never sang, of hopes I let slip from my hand. No one saw me break when the night closed in too deep. No one heard the ache in the silence where I'd weep. I was glass behind the flame, cracked and melting from the weight, but they only saw me fade. No one saw me break. I gave my strength to everyone, but saved no peace for when I'm gone. They leaned on me, I said I'm here, while drowning in my quiet fear. I lit their skies, I held their storms, but lost myself in keeping warm. And when I shattered in the dark, they missed the sound, they missed the mark. And all the words I couldn't say still echo through my yesterday. But maybe silence was the cost for all the battles that I lost. No one saw me break when the weight became too much. No one felt the quake of a soul that lost its touch. I was thunder with no sound, crashing hard without a trace. Still they only saw me brave. No one saw me break. Now I'm learning how to breathe in the ruins underneath. Maybe one day they will see what it took to still be me. No one saw me break, but I bled behind the smile. No one knew the stake of standing strong all this while. But here I am, still on my feet, from all the pain I chose to take. Maybe that's the final grace, that no one saw me break. And if they never truly knew, that's okay. I did it for me, not for you. I smiled through every thunderstorm. Said I'm fine with a voice so warm. Build my mask with silent pain. No one knew I walked through rain. Behind the jokes, behind the light, I wrestled demons every night. I stood so tall so none would see the war that raged inside of me. But every scar I wore alone, each cry I buried in the tone of lullabies I never sang, of hopes I let slip from my hand. No one saw me break when the night closed in too deep. No one heard the ache in the silence where I'd weep. I was glass behind the flame, cracked and melting from the weight. But they only saw me fade. No one saw me break. I gave my strength to everyone, but save no peace for when I'm gone. They leaned on me, I said I'm here, while drowning in my quiet fear. I lit their skies, I held their storms, but lost myself in keeping warm. And when I shattered in the dark, they missed the sound, they missed the mark. And all the words I couldn't say still echo through my yesterday. But maybe silence was the cost for all the battles that I lost. No one saw me break when the weight became too much. No one felt the quake of a soul that lost its touch. I was thunder with no sound, crashing hard without a trace. Still they only saw me brave. No one saw me brave. Now I'm learning how to breathe in the ruins underneath. Maybe one day they will see what it took to still be me. No one saw me break, but I bled behind the smile. No one knew the stake of standing strong all this while. But here I am, still on my feet, from all the pain I chose to take. Maybe that's the final grace, but no one saw me break. And if they never truly knew, that's okay. I did it for me, not for you. I gave you my soul in silence, while you burned it with a smile. You love me like a storm does summer, brief, but it wrecks for miles. I held on to every whisper, even when your voice grew cold, still hoping love could heal us, but you never tried to hold. You never needed reasons, you never asked me to stay, but every time I walked away, you pulled me back the same. You were love without mercy, a fire with no end. You kissed me with fury, then left like the wind. You tore through my heart and called it destiny, but I was just a chapter in your tragedy. You were love without mercy. I counted every scar you gave, like stars that lit the dark. But love ain't supposed to bleed this long, or tear a soul apart. You made me feel like heaven, then dropped me into hell. I screamed through every silence, but you wore it just too well. I begged for a little softness, you gave me walls instead. I thought I saw a future, but it died inside your bed. You were love without mercy, a storm I couldn't tame. You danced through my ruins and never felt the shame. You held me so close, then turned me to debris. I was never your forever, just your casualty. You were love without mercy. No sorry ever came, no light behind your flame, just echoes of a name that still hurts when it's blamed. You were love without mercy, no heart, no grace, no end. You played me like a weapon, then called yourself a friend. I gave you my all, you gave me what you please. You loved me like a war and left me on my knees. You were love without mercy. I still bleed in your rhythm, and you sleep peacefully. You were through shadows side by side, through nights we thought we wouldn't survive. But even when the hope was thin, you reached for me, let healing in. We may be bruised, we may be worn, but through the cracks new strength is born. Together we rise above the flame. We learn to live, we learn through pain. No fear can drown the fire inside. Together we rise with hearts open wide. We lift each other through the fall. Together we rise, and we rise for all. You saw the war behind my smile, still stood with me through every trial. And when I lost the will to stand, you gave me back my broken hands. We fight the dark with fearless grace, because we rise from the same place. Together we rise above the flame. We learn to live, we learn through pain. No fear can drown the fire inside. Together we rise with hearts open wide. We lift each other through the fall. Together we rise. The wind still carries your name through the streets that look the same. But time has drawn a colder line between your heart and mine. I reach for what I used to know, but all that's left is letting go. Echoes of yesterday still haunt me when I pray. Every laugh, every fight still lingers in the night. We were fire, we were gold. Now the memories run cold, but I still hear you say in echoes of yesterday. Your sweater still on the chair, your perfume dancing in the air. I see your face in every crowd, but I can't call your name out loud. I walk the path we used to roam, but now I walk it all alone. Echoes of yesterday still haunt me when I pray. Every laugh, every fight Echoes of yesterday won't ever fade away. You're the shadow in the flame, the whisper in my name. I try to move ahead, but I live inside my head, where your voice will always stay in echoes of yesterday. Empty bottles on the floor, your echo slipping through the door. The silence screams, it cuts so deep. I'm wide awake, but I can't sleep. I gave it all, I bled it dry. Now all that's left is asking why. Shattered dreams tonight, falling like the city lights. Everything we built just fades into the dark, into the haze. I tried to hold on tight, but nothing ever felt so right. Only to be torn apart by shattered dreams tonight. Your lipstick on my cigarette still burns with words I won't forget. The promises we never kept lie buried where the heart once left. You turned away without goodbye. Now I'm the ghost you left behind. Shattered dreams tonight, falling like the city lights. Everything we built just fades into the dark, into the haze. I tried to hold on tight, but nothing ever felt so right. Only to be torn apart by shattered dreams tonight. I see your face in passing cars, like fading fire, like distant stars. But every light reminds my soul of the love I couldn't hold. Shattered dreams tonight, bleeding through the morning light. We were sparks that burned too fast, a future buried in the past. I tried to make it right, but love slipped out of sight. Now I'm left with just the scars of shattered dreams tonight. Chasing time I'll never heal. Your voice still echoes through the air, like you're sitting nights fade into the rain. Each one looks like you again, but the closer that I steer, the more I see you disappear. On this lonely highway where the past won't let me be, I'm a ghost behind the wheel of who we used to be. I'll keep driving toward the dawn till your shadow's truly gone. But tonight I'm lost and stray on this lonely highway. We were fire in the cold, burning bright, brave and bold. But now the sky has turned to gray, and all the words just drift away. You used to shine like morning sun, now you're the dark I'm running from. Fading light, you're slipping through the night, like a dream I couldn't hold, like a story left untold. You were my guiding star, now I don't know who you are. You're the silence after fight, you're the fading light. Used to call and calm my fears, now you just disappear. I reach for you but touch the air, a ghost of love that's no longer there. I still remember every smile, but it's been gone a long, long while. Faded light, you're slipping through the night, like a dream I couldn't hold, like a story left untold. You were my guiding star, now I don't know who you are. You're the silence after fight, you're the fading light. Maybe love just fades with time, like shadows losing shape and line. But I still chase the glow you gave, like flowers reaching from the grave. Fading light, I'm lost without your fire. Every step just pulls me higher into memories we made before the colors all decay. I'm still standing in the night, calling out your fading light. No one sees me when I fall. I wear a smile, I stand so tall. But every night when lights go down, your absence echoes all around. I laugh in rooms, I play the part, but silence knows my fractured heart. When voices fade and curtains close, that's when your shadow truly grows. In the quiet I break, In the stillness I ache. No storm, no scream, just hollow sound of love that's lost but still surrounds. I hold the tears until it's late and whisper truths I never state. You may not see the toll it takes, but in the quiet I break. I pass the places we once knew, but empty chairs just stare right through. I hear your name in passing songs and wonder how it went so wrong. They think I've moved, they say I've healed, but they don't know what stays concealed. The way it goes still haunts the space where once I found your warm embrace. In the quiet I break, in the silence I shake. Your name still dances in the air, but no one's left who really cares. I fight the night, I fake the day, and wish your memory would decay. But every breath's a small heartache. In the quiet I break. Clock still tick, but love like ours dies slow, not quick. No scars to show, no proof to make, just quiet where I break. In the quiet I break, in the darkness I wake. Still reaching out for something gone, still hearing you in every dawn. Hold it in for others' sake, but deep inside I split, I shake. You left a calm I didn't fake, but in the quiet I break. You'll never know how loud it gets when quiet comes and nothing's left. I said it when the door was closed, when all the chances had been lost. You stood so long, but I was blind. Now I speak in the late time. I held my pride like it was gold, but now I trade it to be told that you still wait behind the line. But love can't grow in the late time. The late time comes with silent rain, with whispered guilt, with gentle pain. I see your smile in other days. I trace your name in faded haze. I loved you slow, I loved too far. Now all I hold is who you are. You were the light, I missed the sign, and now I'm here in the late time. You left your coat, you left your song, but I stayed cold for far too long. I thought you'd wait like time stood still, but hearts don't wait when they can't feel. The late time breaks without a sound. No footsteps left, no hope around. You gave it all, I gave delay. Now silence takes your place each day. I wrote your name when stars was all you got from me. Last night we fought the falling stars. Words like shadows bruised our hearts. But you stayed, and I stayed too. Even broken, we felt true. Your hand found mine in quiet light. No sorry said, no wrong or right. Just silence wrapped in something warm, a sunrise after every storm. There's a sunrise between us, even when the night gets loud, even when the storm surrounds. Love still finds the sky somehow. We don't need to chase perfection, we just need to rise again. There's a sunrise between us, and it always knows our name. We built a home on shifting ground, but still we stand, we never drown. You see my flaws, and still you stay. You light my dark in quiet ways. The world may pull, the winds may bend, but every crack can learn to mend. I find my peace inside your eyes, like morning light that never lies. There's a sunrise between us, even when the days feel cold, even when we lose control. Hope still glows in streaks of gold. We don't need to say forever, we just need to try each day. There's a sunrise between us, and it never fades away. We're not perfect, but we're real, and that's enough to heal. One sunrise at a time, one breath, one climb. There's a sunrise between us, even through the darkest hour, even when the lights go out. Love still finds its way somehow. Let the morning start again, right here in your arms, my friend. There's a sunrise between us, and it always rises when we bend. So hold my hand, just like before. The sun will rise and we'll be more. You're still here, but miles away. A stranger in your own embrace. We talk, but nothing said at all. I'm watching love begin to fall. Your eyes don't shine like house don't feel like home within. We're saying love but not out loud, just whispers lost beneath the clouds. We're burning without a flame, holding on but not the same. The fire's gone, the spark is dead, but the smoke still fills my head. We lie close but feel so far, chasing echoes in the dark. We're fading but we still remain, burning without a flame. Maybe we stayed too long, trying to prove the silence wrong, but love should never feel this cold when two hearts grow this old. We're burning without a flame, just pretending through the pain, too afraid to say goodbye, too tired to even try. Still we lie here every night, in the dim forgiving light, bound by love we cannot name, burning without a flame. I tried to hold the beauty close, but every time it turns to ghost. Your love was blooming, soft and brave. Now it lies beneath the grave. I'll water it with sleepless nights, with silent screams and fading lights. But nothing good survives too long inside a heart that feels so wrong. Roses wilt in my hands. Every touch turns gold to sand. I never meant to make you cry, but even angels pass me by. Don't give your love to broken lands, 'cause roses wilt in my hands. You gave me warmth, a sacred fire. I wrapped it in my own desire, but I was cold and couldn't see that love was never built for me. Your voice still echoes down my spine like distant bells I left behind. And though I wear your memory tight, it slips away in dead of night. Roses wilt in my hands. Every dream just slips like strands. I hold too tight, I hold too long. I turn soft hearts into sad songs. I wish you run, I'd take that chance, 'cause roses wilt in my hands. Maybe some were born to break, to chase the sun and feel it fake. tried to bloom, I really tried, but every flower here has died. I wish you'd run, not take that chance. 'Cause roses wilt in my hands. Don't look back, just understand. Some love was never meant to stand. Watched you leave without goodbye. No storm, no scream, no reason why. Just silence like a closing door, and footsteps I don't hear no more. The room still holds your scent, your shape, but nothing here can fill the space. The world goes on, the clock still chimes, but I'm stuck in a different time. What comes after us? A quiet too loud to trust. I talk to walls, I chase your name, but nothing ever feels the same. You were the song, I was the dust. Now I'm just echoes after ghosts after us. I wear the shirt you used to hate. It holds me when it's getting late. I sleep on one side of the bed, like you're still there inside my head. Friends say to heal, just give it time, but healing never feels like mine. 'Cause even peace, when it arrives, still carries pieces of your eyes. What comes after us? Just empty streets and broken trust. I keep on breathing out of place, still searching for your shadow's trace. And though it hurts, I never cuts. I'm just a soul after us, after us. We had no war, we had no end, just love that couldn't quite defend. The weight of things we left unsaid, now all I hold are words you bled. What comes after us? A heart that beats but gathers rust. I loved you so I let you go, but something in me won't outgrow the way you smile, the way we touch, still lingers deep after us. You're gone, but time still won't discuss the ache that lives after us. You never said the words out loud. No flowers, no vows, no chasing crowd. But when you stay and hold my hand, I hear the things you never planned. never wrote me pretty lines. No songs, no stars, no grand designs. But in your eyes I see it clear. The love you hide is always near. So love me in silence, breathe me in slow. You don't have to speak for my heart to know. Let your stillness wrap around my soul. In every quiet moment I feel whole. No need for promises, no need for signs. Just love me in silence, and I'll call you mine. You never begged for me to stay, but stood beside me every day. No need to shout, no need to show. You gave me more than words could know. You never fought to win my heart, but never once let me fall apart. Your call was louder than a scream. You held me steady in the dream. So love me in silence, breathe me in slow. You don't have to speak for my heart to know. Let your stillness wrap around my soul. In every quiet moment I feel whole. No need for promises, no need for signs. Just love me in silence, and I'll call you mine. Some love is written in thunder and light, but ours lives deep in the softest of nights. And I don't need the world to see, as long as your silence speaks to me. So love me in silence, don't say a word. I've heard your heart in things unheard. You're quiet, I long to find the peace within my stormy mind. If we never shout it through the skies, I'll still be yours, where true love lies. Love me in silence, and I will love you with all the noise I heard. You left your guitar by the bed, strings undone like words we never said. The song we wrote is out of tune, and love walked out too soon. I strum the chords but feel the pain of melodies we can't reclaim. Broken strings and promises echo through these empty halls. We played our hearts, we took the risk, but now there's nothing left at all. Every note that once felt true now just sounds like losing you. A symphony of loneliness and broken strings and promises. Your jacket still hangs on the door, but your your footsteps cross no more. We dreamed in verses bright and high. Now silence is our lullaby. I sing the words we left behind, but love won't answer one more time. Broken strings and promises echo through these empty halls. We played our hearts, we took the risk, but now there's nothing left at all. Every note that once felt true now just sounds like losing you. A symphony of loneliness and broken strings and promised days. Maybe we were meant to break like fragile songs that hearts can't fake. But if I could rewind the tape, I'd fight for us, I'd never escape. Broken strings and promises still ringing in my chest. We gave our all, we lost the rest. Now I just can't forget the sound of you walking away. Still plays in me every day. Love died in silence nonetheless, with broken strings and promises. I light a smoke, the clock strikes 2. The silence makes me think of you. These walls have heard it all before, but I still whisper a little more. I never said the words I meant. Now they're tangled in regret. Midnight confessions pouring from my soul, telling truths I can't control. If you could hear me now, would you forgive somehow? These sleepless nights, I pay the price of love I let slip through my life. Midnight confessions to the stars above. The mirror shows a faded man with trembling heart and empty hands. I see your ghost in every light. You're the reason I can't sleep at night. I wish I'd held you when you cried. Instead I let the moment die. Midnight confessions pouring from my soul, telling truths I can't control. If you could hear me now, would you forgive somehow? These sleepless nights, I pay the price of love I let slip through my life. Midnight confessions to the stars above. I talk to shadows on the floor, apologizing more and more. But you're not here to hear me say all the words I locked away. Midnight confessions, bleeding through the dark, like a letter torn apart. I'd trade it all if you came fill the love these nights still lack. But all that's left is my obsession and these midnight confessions. Midnight confessions. Midnight confessions. I gave you my soul in silence, while you burned it with a smile. You loved me like a storm does summer, brief but it wrecks for miles. I held on to every whisper, even when your voice grew cold. Still hoping love could heal us, but you never tried to hold. You never needed reasons, you never asked me to stay. But every time I walked away, you'd pull me back the same. You were love without mercy, a fire with no end. You kissed me with fury, then left like the wind. You tore through my heart and called it destiny, but I was just a chapter in your tragedy. You were love, love without mercy. I counted every scar you gave, like stars that lit the dark. But love ain't supposed to bleed this long, or tear a soul apart. You made me feel like heaven, then dropped me into hell. I screamed through every silence, but you wore it just too well. I begged for a little softness, you gave me walls instead. I thought I saw a future, but it died inside your bed. You were love without mercy, a storm I couldn't tame. You danced through my ruins and never felt the shame. You held me so close, then turned me to debris. I was never your forever, just your casualty. You were love, love without mercy. No sorry ever came, no light behind your flame, just echoes of a name that still hurts when it's blamed. grace no end. You played me like a weapon, then called yourself a friend. I gave you my all, you gave me what you please. You loved me like a war and left me on my knees. You were love, love without mercy. I still bleed in your rhythm, and you sleep peacefully. We sit across the room but feel so far. Eyes like strangers, hearts with scars. We speak in looks we used to know, but now there's nothing left to show. The words we never say spark. We're holding on to broken seams, drowning in forgotten themes. I hear the truth between the scenes when silence screams. You used to cry and I'd run near. Now your tears just disappear. I reach for you but find thin air, like you were never really there. The things we left unsaid still echo in my head when silence screams louder than our dreams, and love just fades into the dark like a match that lost its spark. We're holding on to broken seams, drowning in forgotten themes. I hear the truth between the scenes when silence screams. Maybe goodbye was never loud, just hidden in the quiet sound of hearts that used to beat as one, now counting time until it's done. When silence screams, when there's no way back, it seems. No more laughter in our halls, no more catching when one falls. We're strangers in a lover's skin, locked in what could have been. The loudest cry is what it means when silence screams. I still leave space beside my bed, like you might come back in my head. Your jacket still hangs by the door, but it doesn't warm me anymore. The mirror shows a face I know, but one that's colder moving slow. I see your shape in fading wood, in shadows where you once stood. There are shadows where you stood, like echoes carved in old worn wood. Your absence paints the walls in gray, and love just slowly fades away. You left no trace, you left no sound, but still I feel you all around. In every room, in every mood, there's only silence and shadows where you stood. The clock still ticks, but time feels fake. Each breath I take is one you break. You left behind more than goodbye. You left a ghost beneath the sky. I walk through places we once knew, but all I see is what's not you. The air remembers when it's good, and holds the shadows where you stood. There are shadows where you stood, in every place you said you would. I try to laugh, I try to live, but all I have is what you give. An empty chair, a hollow frame, a quiet ache that speaks your name. No fire left, no deeper wound than these cold shadows where you once bloomed. I never thought you'd fade so still, like morning fog on distant hills. You're gone, but not completely gone. You're here, but only when I'm alone. There are shadows where you stood. They know me better than you could. You're not a voice, you're not a flame, just aching silence with your name. So if I cry, don't think it's weak. It's just the dark when hearts still seek the love that stayed, if only it could. Now all that's left are shadows where you stood, and I still reach for something made of shadow.